So this video is going to be my first video, and it's going to be like my thoughts about Coastal Carolina University after finishing up my freshman year there. It's going to be six like positives, I guess, or six topics for the first section. Then second's going to be things that could be improved, and that's going to have five sections. Then I'm going to have my overall remarks at the end, kind of thing about what I took out of the year and what I thought about the year. So the first six topics I'm going to talk about is location and weather kind of thing. Then also the sports, food, dorms, nightlife, and just like overall schoolwork, homework, classwork, that kind of stuff. So starting off with the good. So one benefit of Coastal Carolina University was that it was just about 20 to 30-minute drive away from the beach. So that's always really nice. So Saturday, Sunday, go to beach. Location of it is great. Um, the location, weather, everything you want to do, you could do kind of thing. Another benefit to Coastal, I would say, is the sports teams. Our football team is pretty good, and our next year should be also pretty decent as well. Baseball team, really good. I really enjoyed going to the baseball games because I just sat out on the left center field, watched the game, spend time with friends, talked with them while also watching baseball. It was just a fun time, honestly. And I know most people might not have even gone just because of baseball, but just because of, like, the friends. Going more on with the sports and stuff. Didn't go to much basketball games. I know we weren't very good though. I think our soccer team was decent, but sports is just a big draw, big social event for people to go to at Coastal, and it was really fun every time I went. Highly recommend it, especially since we're top 10 currently in baseball, and we're like top 25 ish for our football teams. So that always helps. So the food at Coastal Carolina University wasn't that bad. But you do have to go to Sino Grill for it to be actually pretty good. Hicks was like meh, which is the main food dining option. It is pretty close to like every residence hall's Hicks, but then Sino is like 5-10 minute walk ish away. So Sino was pretty good. Hicks could be decent. Most of the time was like meh kind of thing. The acai there was really good. I highly recommend that. There was also another really good place for food. It was Hackler Golf Course, which is on technically on campus kind of thing. That actually had like real food kind of. So that was pretty good. Then there was also some pod markets, which would be these little like shops where you could use your Sino cash or like dining dollars. I don't know what they're called, but you could use that to pick up stuff. So that was also really useful. And that had like candy, drinks. So like all the little like small snacks type of things there. Another good part I would say about Coastal Carolina University is the residence hall or dorm halls that you stay in for freshman year. There's three main like areas. There's Ellington Loop, which has Tradition, Chanticleer, Singleton, and Descenso. Those are all the newer ones, and those have a 10-person like suite thing, 5 rooms of two with their own bathroom and showers inside like the suite. So you're sharing two showers, two bathrooms. The next residence hall are the Woods, which is your own little like apartment kind of thing, apartment style. Doesn't have laundry like everyone else does, but it does have like a living room area. It has a half kitchen, which includes refrigerator, microwave, sink, and then it comes with single rooms, but it only has and 4 people. Singles with one shower and one like toilet, and then like a little sink area. The last one is England Eaglin. I don't know much about them, but I think they're more of your like classic dorms with a row of dorms and then like your community bathrooms. Although I think there are some like suites in there that are like Singleton and like Elvington Loop, which is 5 rooms or 4 rooms, 4 double rooms on like in a room with their own shower and toilets kind of thing. I'm not positive on that, but I think that. I really like the freshman dorm situation at Coastal. I stayed in Singleton Young, which is the Elvington Loop, and like the 10-person suite things. I think that really helped because, like, 10 people there, you're going to hang out with them because you're going to have to, at least in the first few weeks of school and stuff. And then you can like find friends and stuff and then may distance themselves. But my suite was pretty good at like keeping together kind of thing. And then we kind of split up into 2 dorms next year. So. along with like the Elvington Loop ones kind of thing. So Singleton, Descenso, those guys. They also have a lounge room on their little winged area kind of thing. So that is a TV, a couch, and a table. That was good. And they also have study rooms, which is like three tables or something. So those are really good areas to like study. I actually found those very useful like second half of the year, like second semester. I would use the lounge room. I'd try to go in daily. It'd help with my homework. I could have nice and quiet entertainment kind of thing area. So that was good. Okay, so next I'm gonna talk about bars and like nightlife type of stuff here at Coastal. Um, so I didn't go out much, but if you do go out or plan to go out, get a fake, because the covers for the bars, which is Crooked Floor Tavern and the Coop, are $30, and so that's probably why I didn't go out that much is because I didn't have a fake. So I was paying $30 to get in. But Friday, Saturday night, it's pretty gets pretty busy, honestly. And then there's like Coop Tuesday and other like special days like that. So along with like bars and stuff, there's two main Coop Tav, and then there'd be frats that would throw on Friday. I've heard they're kind of lame. I never went to them, but yeah. So I don't know. I never got in, or nor did I ever try. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. Do what you want, honestly. If you're gonna, you could probably get into a frat. I'm not gonna lie here. It doesn't seem that hard to get into a frat or a frat party type of thing. I didn't think the classes were that hard if you went to them, kind of thing. The only way you're really gonna fail a class is if you either don't go to the class or if you just don't put any effort in and like paying attention to lectures or anything. If you're just like on your phone there, you're probably not gonna do well in the class. But if you just show up and pay attention, most classes aren't that hard. Going along with like schoolwork and classes, the weeks in college, or at least for my freshman year, went by so quickly. So if you have an assignment due on Friday night or Sunday night, which are going to be the two like main times for the assignments, 11:59 p.m. type of thing, work on them. If you have it due on Friday, start it. No matter how big like if it's big, then start it earlier. But mine, I would always start it like 2 days early. So I'd start it on like a Wednesday if it's due Friday or something like that. So I know I'd have the time for it and could segment it. This helped me keep up with my assignments so I wasn't getting behind in the class or anything like that. And that actually helped me like get my work done and stuff. So I wasn't falling behind in the class and I got my assignments done on time, important, and also did them right. And so I'd get a good grade on them. I wasn't just hustling to get it in, although I did do a few assignments like that. And in that case, it's not really that big of a deal if you only do it once or twice kind of thing, but you want to try and turn in all assignments on. A helpful thing that I did when tackling these assignments was setting aside a time to do it. So, like maybe like the next day, I'd set aside like an hour or so to look at it and start it, or maybe just like complete it. So this really helped me in the second semester when I did CDAD, which is my business class. I'd set aside Thursday afternoon would be about my business class, and it was due on Friday night. So I would just set aside the Thursday, and I know that I'm doing that work at that time. So it helped me figure out other class so that I could put more time into other classes at other times because I know I'm going to do my CBAD then. So I could do maybe like English or something like Thursday or Friday and not have to worry about finishing my CBAD because CBAD is when I'm doing Thursday. So like I could do like my music class on like Wednesday or something, CBAD Thursday, English Friday, something like that. So I could segment those times so I'd have like a schedule for myself. Okay, so this next section is going to be talking about areas of improvement and ways that I think Coastal could improve, kind of thing. So, if you're going to bring your car to campus, know about the parking situation. Parking gets full because there's so many people here at Coastal, and Coastal's not built for the amount of kids it has. So you're most likely going to be parking in GG, which isn't that bad. It's only like a 10-15 walk to the normal residence halls kind of thing, like Elvington and stuff. But most people complain about parking for good reason. I still think it needs expanded, but it's not that long of a walk kind of thing. If you're a freshman, you really don't need a car because more than likely you're going to meet people or have friends who have a car and they can just drive you wherever you want to go. And there's also campus shuttles that can take you to Walmart and the beach. Then there's also like the T-Mobile, which you can have on call, goes within 2 miles of Coastal and can take you pretty much anywhere. It's like free and stuff, so it's pretty great. Only used it like once, but definitely wish I used it more. So yeah. Another thing that could definitely be improved is the housing, since there was so many people that like applied in my freshman class and got in and went. There was people living in like hotels and stuff. So housing definitely is an issue because Coastal just brought up the Cove, which is like an apartment thing. So they definitely need to expand on it, expand on the housing, so then they can allow more people in, kind of thing. Yeah, so housing, bit of an issue. Yeah, so they just need to expand housing and make it so more people can have like the dorm experience, or at least not live in hotels, kind of thing. Because I liked my time in the dorm, others may not have, but yeah, that's gonna be what happens. So that's another kind of thing that could be improved at Coastal is the housing and having a decent amount of housing for the amount of people they're letting in, because that definitely could be expanded. It's not the next section is not so much about class schedule, like because you can create your own schedule, but it's a pain in the butt to get what classes you want at a decent time, kind of thing. Because for freshmen, most of the time you're going to be with like a early 8 a.m. or a not so very good teacher. So that's one issue that could definitely be improved. And also, you may not be able to take the required class you need until like second semester or sophomore year. Along with parking and housing, since there are so many people that go to Coastal, it's not their system isn't big enough for all these people to be like create getting their schedule and stuff. So they have like different times. So you get screwed. There are people that get screwed and have like a later sign up time, kind of thing. And if you're like if you go to orientation, the earlier orientation, the better, since there's going to be more class available. For me, in my orientation, I had to take Math 138. I wanted to take it first semester of freshman year, and that's like a business math class that you have to take for all business majors, I think. But since it was every single like 32 classes or whatever was filled up, I had to take that second semester, and then I had to take like some random class for the first semester that doesn't really help my my major, which is unfortunate, but that's how it happened. And so yeah. Another challenge that maybe you will face is having bad roommates or people you don't like or something like that. I didn't have that problem. I pretty much got along with everyone, which makes it a lot better experience. But I know multiple people who didn't really like their roommate, so that's obviously going to make it more challenging. But a good thing about the suite mate, if you have like suite, is you can talk to other people and maybe just only go in your room to like go to bed and stuff, so you can hang out with different people. You don't have to hang out with your room. I have known people that have like transferred different rooms because they couldn't even get along with their roommate. It's in that situation when they're talking to the rest of the suite about it. It's more he said, she said. So no one really knows what happened. But so there's gonna be stuff challenges like that you're gonna have to overcome, kind of thing. And that's just more living in college in a way from like everything kind of thing. So that's something you're gonna have to adjust. Another thing you learn at college is that a decent amount of people were not house trained. So that means not knowing like how to clean up after themselves, how to clean up after themselves, kind of thing. So in the your bathroom, especially ours was disgusting. It was terrible. Our bathroom was bad. And then no one just wanted to clean up after it, or if they did, they'd make sure to tell everyone about it that they cleaned up. And so they'd want like a reward or something. I don't really know, honestly. It was stupid. Especially in our suite, we'd have like a trash bag out in like our common area for like weeks on end, kind of thing. And then people would text in the group chat about like how come someone hasn't cleaned it up. I don't know why they didn't do it, but like it got to a point where it's just the same few people just cleaning up the room every single time, and no one, the people who didn't clean up, but they were the ones making the mess most of the time. So, yep, that's gonna happen. At Coastal, I started going to the gym like second semester, kind of thing. But when I did, it's always packed. Most of the time, it's packed unless you're going in the morning or nighttime. But there's not enough equipment. Even since Coastal's growing so like much, the gym just can't keep up, kind of thing, and they just need to expand it, kind of thing, because their gym is like parking and housing, always filled up and needs more space, needs more equipment, needs more like everything, pretty much. I highly suggest going to the gym as soon as you can, kind of thing, because it definitely helps you in other ways more than just like physically active and stuff. But it does help. But like the when you're in there, it's gonna be a pain. Because at most of the machines are gonna be taking the ones that you want to use, especially. Um, and then there's just not. It's kind of small for like a campus with like 12,000 students. I think I don't know. It's small. I personally had a great time at Coastal. It was good. I got my work done. Had fun too. I mean, I found friends, which is good. That was fun. And then there was some good food. Just stick to a schedule, or not really, but like fill something up with your time. You don't want to be sitting in the dorms 24/7 kind of thing. Do something. Take advantage of the freedom. Take advantage of the weather. Take advantage of the sun. Um, I had a pretty good year, so I'd say like 9 out of 10 on the scale. So that's pretty good. Met some great people, nice friends. Then to keep with these next years and stuff. Communicate with them over the summer. Room with them next year, obviously. So that's gonna be fun. So yeah. So that concludes my first video here. I don't know if I'll do more, but yeah, that was my experience. Year one, Coastal Carolina University.